Happy Tuesday, even so for us it is Monday. So we'll not start with our two demi and one grand. Instead we'll go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 again, and 6 and 7 and 8. One more time, 2 and 3 and 4. Forward and 6 and 7 and 8. Grand and 2 and 3 and 4. Back and 6 and 7 and 8. One more grand and 2 and 3 and 4. Roll through, heels down. Tendu 2 seconds. Triple 3 times. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Port de bras to the bar. Grand plié. The other port de bras. One more grand plié. Roll through your feet in second, and that is it. And here we go. Here we go. Left side, please. And Let's go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and plie through your toes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and plie through your toes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and plie through your toes. Flex and rotate and side and rotate through your toes. Plie and stretch. Simple. 1 and a heel, 2 and a heel, 3 plie. Roll through your foot first. Then stretch and close to the side and to the front. Flex back, rotate, side, rotate through your toes. Close first and roll through in your first position. And that is all it is. And here we go. That's it. Just get taller when your heel comes down. Strong flex, feel your standing side. Half point, full point, close plie and up. Make sure you lead with your heel when you bring it down. Open your chest, low shoulders, and relax when you are ready. Okay, here we go. To the other side. And roll through your foot and back. Heel. Plie. Flex. Feel that standing leg pushing into the floor. And relax when you are ready. Good. Okay. And the front and the side and the back, take it through, and the back and the side and the front, take it through. Front and the side and the back and the switch and the 1 and the 2, 3 and the 4, 1 and the 2 and the through and the close and the 1 and the 2 and the through and the close, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the switch, 5 and the 6 and plie to the other side, front, side, back through, back, side, front through, front, side, careful there, little tiny brain tease, inside front, 4 to first, reverse and left. That's all it is. Okay. And here we go. Everything at tempo. Side, back, through, close, back, side, front and through and close, front, to the other side. Here we go, and one. And that is it. Good. Okay. One and the two and the three and the four and the five and the six and the seven and the eight. One and the two and the three and the four, five and the six and the seven and the eight and the one and the two, three and the four, five and the six and the seven and the eight and the one and the two, three and the four and the five and the six and the seven. Four to the back and the three and the four, four front. Four side, two, three, four. The first one doesn't change. Three inside back, three outside side. These ones all change. Three inside front, two outside back, two inside front, two inside side. Don't change. One back, one side, one front, one side. Plié, roll through your fifth, and that's it. So it's a 4-3-2-1 affair. When you have even numbers, you don't change your first one to the side. When you have uneven numbers, you do. So it switches always between outside and inside.
Alex,
Yes.
when you start the threes, do they start to the back?
No, they start on the inside. So when we're coming from the front, they start inside front. That is why our first one to the side does not change. Yeah? Four front, four back, four to the side. Do not change the first one. Now you're starting with inside front, your set of threes. Inside front, outside side. Careful, Gregg. Inside back.
So that one changes.
Yes, because it's an uneven number. That's right. Now we are going to twosies as our first set. Two front, two back, two side. Don't change your first one. Now we are going one inside front, one outside side, one inside back, one outside side, plié and stretch. Reverse. Yes, no, maybe. So just be aware to either switch or not switch your first tendu to the side. That is the most important thing. You're always switching from the outside to the inside to the outside to the inside again. Everything starts to the front when we are coming from the front. Everything starts to the back when we are coming from the back. Either outside or inside. Okay. Obviously, destination fifth and all of that fun stuff. Here we go. 4. Inside back, two front, back, side, one inside front, one side, one back, one side and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. 1 and finish. Almost. Quick, remember when you have your twosies, you're not changing your first fifth when you go to the side. Then it would have worked. Because your last set is a onesie as we did the second set around. Inside front, outside side, inside back, outside side. Or inside back, outside side, inside front, outside side. So all we really do is reduce the number of tendus. The patterns always stay the same. And there are only two patterns in this combination. Either front back side or inside front, outside side, inside back. Okay. Jane gets the golden star, or maybe half of one. All right. Here we go. Remember, push your toes into the floor, toes close some nice fifth, tight fifth positions. Here we go. Side, now back. Two front, two back, two side, don't change. Inside front, outside side, inside back, outside side, and one. Don't change your first one. Side, now front. Don't change your first one. Inside back, outside side, inside front, outside side. Okay. So let's do the same thing with dégagés. What do you say? Just to have another chance at it. If you feel adventurous, there could be different port de bras, but I'm not going to make them an imposition quite today. Otherwise, if you don't want to, just take the same arms as we just had. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8 and the 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8. Oh, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 5 and the 6 and the stretch. So the last port de bras goes the same way because it's just a onesie. So that would be 4 circles in your arm. Other than that, you always alternate on the or on the down port de bras. Obviously, they get shorter as we reduce the number of dégagés. Yes, no, maybe. Again, this is a voluntary challenge. Okay. Here we go. 4, 1. Don't change. Change, 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 change. 1. Change, change, change. And relax. One more chance to get that last set of onesies right there. You did the right fifths this time, Greg. Now the only thing you have to remember is the last set is a onesie starting inside front or inside back. Okay. Happy Monday. Even so, today is Tuesday. Here we go. And make sure you take it just from your toes and your fingertips, not your knees or your elbows. 2, 2, 2, 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, side. Okay. I guess we'll bring this one back tomorrow. I don't know if that is a promise or a threat. Okay. But let's keep these smiles. One and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8, 1 and the 2, 1 and the 2, passé, close. 8 and the 7 and 6 and the 5 and the 4 and the 3. So it's a similar challenge, but a little easier. 6 and the 5 and the 4 and the 3 and the 2 and the 1 and the coupe. 4 and the 3 and the 2 and the 1 and the coupe, close your fifth. 1 and the 2, 1 and the 2, passé, relevé the second time, just stay exactly where you are. We'll take the left afterward. So we have 8, 6, 4, 2 twice, and a passé. Is that making sense? 8 to first, close fifth back. 6 to first, close fifth front, coupe, close. 4, close fifth back, again coupe, close. Then you have 2 close front, 2 close back, 1 passé and flat, close your fifth. Alternating port de bras throughout. Mm-hmm.
The 2 are first, fifth, first, fifth?
Yes, you're absolutely correct. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, after the previous combination, this should feel like a cakewalk. Okay. And here we go. 8. 6. Plie and coupe. 4. 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. With the arm would have been nice. Close. 1, 2, 3. 6. Make sure you're not knee bound for your coupe. 2. 2. Feel both elbows parallel, treat it as a port de bras. That's a chain, almost. Try to avoid grabbing that bar again. Much better to set your heel down or to close. All right. Wouldn't it be nice to take the last 2 dégagés? The last 2 dégagés also. Yeah, I'm destroying my house with my port de bras. The last 2 dégagés also with your port de bras, Greg.
Okay.
All you have to feel is it's going through and it's going through, and it shouldn't be a problem. Haha. Okay, here we go. Left side, please. Here we go, and up and through, and up and through, and 1. Oh. 4. And up and through, and up and through, and 1. That was a tad better. Careful how you let go. Yes, Jane, that's it. Right. So much better. Mm-hmm. I just had it. Oh, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8. Plie and second and the plie and second and plie all the way around. Plie to coupe to passé. 2 tongliers and close. Tonglier back and, well, that's actually chassis. Tonglier back and close, and chassis front and close. Don't close, up and over back, and the 6 and the 7 and the 8. 8 on the jumps, and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8. Think, oh, back and the side. Think again, back and the side. Back and all the way front. Plié to coupe to passé relevé. 2 tongliers, then stretch. Chassé forward. Chassé back, port-de-bras forward. Ailerons. Plie to the side, front to the side, all the way around. So there's a bit of time. No, all the way around. That's right. Now plie coupé. From the back. No. Front and the side and the front and the side, front, all the way to the back. Then your first plie happens arabesque, coupé back, passé, 2 tendrilles, sideways. Then you reverse it. So that that 45-degree part is plié to the side, plié to the side, plié all the way around. Then plié, coupé, passé. Okay. And here we go. Port-de-bras forward. Long the jambes and be consistent with your arms. We're in first. Plie front. Feel à la seconde. Maximum turn out. Get that heel forward. That's a plie. All the way around. There's time for your diagonals. Feel your arabesque. Demi plie to coupé. To passé relevant. Your tendrilles can happen anytime you choose. That's it. Close your fifth. Reverse and chassé. Nice and tall. And chassé. Feel your arabesque. Up and over back. Separate the ribcage from your hips. Careful with that elbow. Don't let it creep behind you. Rose. And 2. 3. Feel that arabesque behind your shoulder. Arabesque come in front of your hip. And once again. All the way. Tall plie. That's exactly right. Good. And stretch. Here we go. To the other side, please. Yeah, just be careful not to let your elbows creep behind you when you take your port-de-bras. And if they do, bring them back to where they belong before you take your balance. Here we go. Left side, please. And these nice long arms. step frappé, 1 and the 2 and the 3, plié, relevé, close fifth, 1 and the 2, no, hold on, yes, close fifth, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, half turn on the long, tombe, step back, back and the side and the front and the side, flick, flack, open, à la seconde, petit battement and the 3, plié, relevé, à la seconde, close, reverse, 1, 2, 3, 4, relevé, close, front, 2, 3, 4, half turn on the long, otherwise you're going to bang your head on the bar, tombe backs, forward step back, front and the side and the back and the side, flick, flack on the door, petit battement and the 3 and the 4, plié, relevé, just stay right there, we'll take the left afterward. 4 front, plié, relevé, 45, 4 back, plié, half turn on the door, tombe back.
Wait.
Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the or, tombe back, step back. Back and the side and the front and the side, flick flack on the or, petit battements, plié, relevé. Back and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, relevé, 45. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 on the door when you're doing the front, so you don't bang your head on your door frame. Tombe forward, step back, front and the side and the back and the side, flick flack on the door. Petit battement, plié, relevé, à la seconde. So your first half turn is on the or, not on the door. Also not to bang your foot on the bar. Four back, 2, 3, 4, half turn on the or. Yep, tombe back. Step forward. There we go. Now encore 4. Flick flack on the or. Plié, petit battement. Plié, relevé, à la seconde. Short balance, à la seconde. Close fifth. You're ready to reverse. Nope, the first one is just a plié, relevé, Gregg.
Oh, this one.
Yep. Now you're going on the door. That's right, tombe forward, step back. So it doesn't finish after your turn, it finishes after your tombe. That's right. 4, flick flack on the door. Plié, petit battement. Plié, relevé, à la seconde. Feel your balance for a sec. Yes, side
Are we
bar.
going to the left or we're stopping?
We're stopping. So you're doing your right and you're reversing it on the left. Then we're stopping on the right side in our à la seconde balance before we go to the left. Okay. Let's see how we do. And forget that relevé there, Gregg. Plié, relevé, plié, relevé. Front, 2, 3, on the door, here forward, tombe, step back, that one. Plié, flick, flack, on the door, petit. Plié, relevé, and slip. Feel both arms across your chest, both legs pulling away from your center, and close when you're ready. Interesting, but all we can do with that little half turn or relevé. Okay, these fouilletés are just sneaking in there. All right, here we go, and feel your balance. Close your fifth and 1. Spot. Tombe, step back. And 1. Plié, relevé. And 1. Plié, relevé. Front, 2. Half turn on the long. And 1, 2. Flick, flack. Petit battement. Plie relevé. Make sure your elbows are in front of the hips. Feel your opposition. There we go, good thing. And finish. Would you like to have a redemption set? Let's remember that it is always very, very good practice to let go of the bar with an allongé when you take your plie before you venture to rotate one way or the other. Also, let's make sure that en dehors means that your working leg is leading the rotation, and en dedans means that your standing leg heel is leading the rotation, not the other way around. Okay. Here we go. One more time. Of course, it would be very nice to have strong heads to the side and to the front and to the side, depending on in which direction you're working for your frappés. Here we go. Nice and short and crisp. Oh. Better. Easy plie. Don't forget your à la seconde balance this time. Close. Oh. Careful, Jane, not to drop your arms with your flick flags. Yeah, keep your elbows in place. Here we go. That was a lot better. We have all reasons to feel good about ourselves, unless, of course, we decide not to on the left. Here we go. And... Let's go plie and no, plie and open, plie and fondu, passé, open your développé, plie, stay where you are, plie, open your fondu, passé, arabesque, 7 and 8, plie and open and plie and fondu and just passé, développé. Circular port de bras, 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6, soutenu, other side. Plié, just open and plié, back to your coupé, now fondu, from there to passé, open, développé, close. Did it to the back, did it to the side. We're in fifth back, however, we circular port de bras anyway to the bar. Demi plié, à la seconde, close fifth, and soutenu, and that is it. Coupé plié, attitude plié, coupé plié, open fondu, passé, développé. Front, back and side, circular port de bras. Plié à la seconde, parterre to susu, soutenu, and left. And here we go. Treat your pliés kindly. there's a really vain hummingbird going alongside my windows in his own reflection. It's really cute. Now he's gone. Okay. One and the 2, 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6, 7 and 8. 1 and the 2, 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6, 7 and 8. 1 and the 2, 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6, 7 and 8. 1 and the 2, 3 and the 4, 5. Plié, soutenu. 3 to the front, 3 to the back, 3 to the side, 2 inside front, 2 outside side, 2 inside back, soutenu. Done. So this goes a little bit back to our pattern from the beginning. 3 front, 3 back, 3 side, 2 inside front, 2 outside side. First one doesn't change once again. 2 inside back, plié and soutenu. If you wanted to give yourself the same port de bras challenge as we had in our dégagés, be my guest. Okay, here we go. Make sure that your legs follow your toes, not the other way around. 3, that's it, Gregg. 3. And reverse your quarter. Third. And first. 2 seconds. Same thing side, only 1. 2. Behind, inside front, 2, outside side, don't change your first one, inside back, there we go, plié, soutenu, and relax. Alright, good. Let's have a nice stretch. and the 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the plie and coupe, close your 5th. Back and the 2 and the 3 and the plie and coupe, close your 5th. Side and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the plie, coupe to your 2nd. Tiny turn, tendu back, tendu forward, close 5th. Passé, close. Front and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, coupe, close behind. Back and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, coupe, close in front. En face and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, coupe to your 2nd. Tiny turn, tendu, close 5th. Passé, close. That's all it wants to be. I'll be good to mark this.
Yeah.
It's fairly straightforward. Here we go. Okay, and here we go. Nice and tall in your waist. Even a little bit more of a lift in your chin chain when you take that passé. Okay. That's better. Or 1 and the 2 and the 1 and the 2 and the 3 to your 4th. 1 and the 2 and the 3 to your 4th. 1 and the 2 and the 3 to your 4th. 1 to your 2nd. 1 to your 5th. 1 and the 2 up 3 to your 4th. Plie in 4th. Coupe all the way to 4th back. 1 and the 2 coupe back to your front. Single turn on the or to 2nd, single turn on the or to 5th. Arms just like that. Remember to not elbow yourself around. 2 pliés a coupe and a 4th. 2 pliés a coupe and a 4th back. One more time to 4th front. From there on the or to 2nd, on the or to 5th. Are we good to give this a mark?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And here we go. Head first. 1, 2, 3. Not bad, almost. Just a little tiny bit more. Anticipate the movement of your head chain into your turn. That was the only tiny thing missing. Try to feel a little bit more the connection between your closing arm and your opening knee for these on-the-oar turns.
Were there still 2 pliés before the turn to second?
No, we are going straight. Hold on. 1 and the 2 and the 3 to the front. 1 and the 2 and the 3 to the back. 1 and the 2 and the 3 to the front. Immediately turn to the second. Turn to your fifth. There we go. Okay. How about doing this one more time? Let's start on the left. Just to give that left side a chance to be first. Here we go. Easy fingertips and fingertips. Alright, let's make sure we turn from fourth front. Return to your fourth, not fifth. There we go. That's it. Right. Better. Développé front and 2 through passé to arabesque, relevé, tombé back. Développé effacé front, relevé to tombé, pas de bruit. Développé à la seconde. Forward and back and plié, attitude to the corner and back and forward plié. Half turn, back and forward plié. Both arms plié. Pas de bruit. Soutenu, better than me. Développé front, through passé to arabesque press. Tombé back. Effacé front, press. Tombé, pas de bruit. Développé à la seconde, en face. Forward and back and forth to the corner, tendez back and forward plié. Half turn, tendez back and forward plié. Both arms heel forward, plié, pas de bruit. Let's stay up. Suitably from there. That's it. Or be sequentially in a marking shape.
Okay.
All right. On your standing side. And we don't have to be afraid to stop after the first side. It's half of a swan lake. Okay, here we go. Feel your structure, feel your facings, feel your opposition. All of that fun stuff. Here we go. Nice and tall. Feel your attitude in transit. Push down. Tombe. FSA front. All ready to releve tombe, so you have time for that à la seconde. Yourself back, so you're landing on your back foot forward. Demi-plie. Let's not discriminate against that second tone. Gregg, and one. Demi-plie. Easy, 2 arms. Plie. Sauté. Okay. Yeah, it's a long one. Yeah, let's make sure when you take your attitude, you start low to go high rather than the other way around. Yeah, don't be quite so aggressive getting that knee up there, because it will go down and out of whack, and then that whole turn is going to be a little wonky. Make sure when you have your first attitude turn, it's just your heel and your counter shoulder. And then really tombe back onto your back foot for the tablier backward. So meaning don't do too much to get yourself around for that attitude. Okay. Are we good to approach the left side? All right, here we go. Constantly. Careful counter shoulder there, and open to releve. just a little bit too much of a push forward there in your turn in the end. Remember, you have to land backward if you want to land in an arabesque. Almost. It's still too far forward. It does take quite a bit to really push yourself back. As if you were doing an auto lié. A little tiny bit better placement-wise. But yes. There is that. Okay. No worries. We'll bring this one back in the next combo. That's right.
Sorry.
It's okay. There's nothing wrong with some honest domestic noises. It just makes the experience more authentic. Let's go forward and back and plié, attitude, plié, pas de bourrée, fourth, plié, pirouette, to fourth. Let's land in fifth. Forward and back and plié, attitude, plié, pas de bourrée, to fourth, relevé, plié from there, pirouette, to fifth. Let's go forward and back. That is an FSA angle the third time. Plié, attitude, plié, pas de bourrée, plié, pirouette, back and plié, one more attitude, plié, pas de bourrée, soutenu, close. Forward and back and plié, relevé, plié, pas de bourrée, fourth and relevé, two heels together down, pirouette, close fifth. Ditto on the other side, forward and back and plié, relevé, plié, pas de bourrée, fourth, plié, pirouette, to fifth. Change to FSA. Pirouette, plié, pas de bourrée, plié, pirouette, fourth, back and plié, one more attitude, two arms up, plié, pas de bourrée, soutenu. This time let's make an attempt to keep these attitudes at 45, rather than yanking them up too high. Any questions, comments, complaints, or concerns? That's right. So you're starting twice with your croisé. You're doing exactly the same thing as the first time. 2/4, relevé, plié arabesque, pas de bourrée. Close fifth. Now start on your FSA angle. Same thing, plié en dedans. Attitude, single, or more, your choice. Plié, pas de bourrée, 2/4, plié, pirouette. 2/4, step back, plié, one more attitude, change your corner this time. Plié, pas de bourrée, soutenu. That's it. Are we good to mark this?
Yeah.
Okay. Step back, please. Plie, forward, counter, shoulder, plie. Soutenu. Here we go. Right. All right. And here we go. That's right. Really lock that feeling in. Oh, 1, 2. Make sure your side arm doesn't get too high. All attitudes go to arabesque. Side arm not too high. Yeah, there you go, Gregg. Effort. Plie up, plie. Yes. And relax for a second. Not bad at all. Yeah, Gregg, can you feel when you wallaby, make sure your side arm doesn't travel up. It wants to actually push down.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that really helps actually your standing side tremendously. And that coincides with your pirouettes as well. Just saying that that elbow doesn't want to go this way, it wants to stay low. So if you can feel it each time, regardless of the pirouette, that probably is going to be helpful. Jane, careful, try to be super consistent with your arms. Yeah, always the same thing, rather than switching somewhere in between to something else, because that makes it really confusing for your body.
Sorry. Are both arms up on the attitude turns?
For the last 2, I believe, yes. Unless you want to keep them all the same. Like Gregg, you did pretty well with always just one arm up, so keep that, if that works better for you, rather than having both arms up. So you have 2 choices, either both arms for, let's say for all of them, so it stays really, really, really consistent, just to address that. So either make up your mind, either have both arms up for all attitudes, regardless if you're turning to them or not, or one. I leave that up to you, whichever one you like to do. Was that a helpful instruction, Jane? Okay. Are we good to start the left side? Okay. Try to feel that nice rocking of the baby motion without already worrying about your turn. And here we go. Turn in there. How adventurous. Yeah, remember each attitude goes to arabesque. That is one of the reasons we want to keep them low, so your arabesque can go somewhere up rather than dropping. Yeah, so the highest point of your leg needs to be the arabesque, not the attitude. Don't be afraid to push that knee. While the knee goes up, keep it still very low and push that attitude hip forward into your turn, rather than letting it slightly escape because you try to gain height. And remember, everything wants to venture behind you when you're landing, not too far forward. Otherwise, you have to search for the floor and then things become much more complicated.
Okay.
Okay, let's have it one more time. What do you say? It's a nice light waltz, so why don't we take it nice and light as well? while considering all the other 5,699 things. Okay, here we go. Fingertips, toes, and noses. Can be even lighter. Just feel your symmetry. Get a little bit quicker into that attitude position. Yeah, the more we spend time in the transition, the more chances we have to get out of whack. Okay, here we go. One last time, please, on the other side. And... there's never anything wrong with something extra. Plié, plié, one big changement, plié, plié, one big changement, plié, plié, passé, relevé, fourth, coupé, pirouette, tendez back close. The same on the other side, plié, plié, huge changement, plié, plié, throw the confetti, plié, plié, passé, relevé, fourth, coupé, pirouette, close fifth. Let's reverse it, plié, plié, changement, plié, plié, changement, plié, plié. Let's have the same arms, passé, fourth, en dedans, close fifth, back, plié, plié, changement, plié, plié, changement, plié, plié, passé, fourth, en dedans, close. I guess we have no other choice. En dedans, close fifth, back. Why not? So keep your passé back. Are we good to give this a mark?
Sure.
Here we go. First passé is on the left quick because it comes from the back. Is that making sense? In your reverse.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Really use that floor, use that second plie together with your fingertips to basically almost touch your ceiling. Here we go. say back to the front. Mr. Russianizer, right. Not bad, almost. How are your toes doing, by the way, Craig?
Oh, it's good. It's good.
Are they back in the brushing mode?
I can try.
Well, maybe we'll try tomorrow. What do you say?
Okay.
Let's have the same combination with Royals. What do you say? Now, I don't know if you noticed that, but if your future self is watching your present self, when you change your mind, your legs automatically fly almost to a lodge first before you change your feet, without even thinking about it. And they like you to do exactly the same thing once again. However, once you're halfway up there, overcross your thighs to close in fifth position back and give it one beat. Is that making sense? We have the height, we have everything in place. All you need to do is give it a little overcrossing of both inner thighs to switch feet instead of switching feet directly. That's all it is. And it's a very valiant attempt to push for a double there. That is very, very good. Just make sure you're not getting too tense in your neck or in your shoulders while you do so. Okay. And we probably want to start a little bit further back because the thing does travel forward quite a bit. Okay. If you feel like you're running out of room, you always can take your Royal backward slightly. And here we go. That's it. Careful with your elbows when you turn. Oh, what happened to our reverse? We'll do the reverse now, no problem at all. So we actually can back up a little bit more, again, so you're not running out of room. Left foot would be in the back. So your first Royal comes from the back to the front. And here we go. Your toes straight into your fifth. And what happened to our arms for that Royal? And relax. Right away. And yes, even so your foot comes from the back, the en dedans coupé needs to be in front. Before it closes back in the back. So, it's a very, very active toes. Yes.
I don't know if I heard this correctly.
Mm-hmm.
But, well, first of all, it's been a long time since I learned Royale, but I thought you said you open cross the
Yes.
doors.
But you don't have to open consciously because your feet open already when you're jumping up out of your fifth. Unless you really prevent it by squeezing, that is just a normal reaction when you're jumping from a fifth. And when we did it without the beat, you actually can see how that happened. It's just what happens. Right. It's just a little tiny right. Now it's just a matter of letting them open slightly and then trying to overcross both inner thighs like crazy. So it's the coming in that is more important than the going out. So they have a chance to bounce off each other. So we're actually creating a rebound rather than having to do all of them manually, so to speak. Which works with a Royale, it might work with a Quatre, but once we go into entre chassis territory, it's not going to work any longer. Then you really need to rebound. Since we're talking about it, let's go échappé fourth and the B2 fourth and the close. Échappé second, B2 second and the close. Échappé fourth, B2 fourth and the close. Relevé, plié, entre chaque quatre. fourth and the beat and the close, second and the beat and the close, fourth and the beat and the close, sous, plié. Where am I? Yes, entre chaque quatre. Duh, I'm confusing myself. Is that making any sort of sense? Fourth and beat and close, second and beat and close, fourth and beat and close. Sous, entre chaque quatre. Right, you're ready for the other side. Fourth beat, second beat, the other fourth beat, sous plié, entre chaque quatre. So this time, let your legs fly open, beat back and bring it back to the front. Any questions? Fourth beat, close, relevé plié, beat back, come back to the front. Right, you're on the other side. Don't even think about it. Just feel that beat back and close back into the front. Are we good to give this a mark?
Yeah.
Is that making sense? So you always have a little tiny break between directions.
Okay.
Okay, in the hope that we might use that little break to exhale and inhale again. Okay, here we go. And some involuntary beats there. And 1, 2, 3. Almost. Could be a little bit more crossed. And remember, a beat is always done by both legs. Not like a cabriole, beats are always done by two legs coming toward each other and bouncing off each other. Do you feel up to doing this one more time?
Okay.
One last time to put a little bit more optimism into it. All right, here we go. One last time. And keep at this for a little while longer. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
You too.
And I will be seeing you tomorrow.
Thank you.